This is exciting. Hey everyone, I'm Grant and this is Jacob and we're the Rusty Autoholic guys. So we have been trying to get Jacob's 1990 YJ Wrangler running and we just haven't had a lot of luck with this 4.2 liter, and today we kind of realized, hey, let's put a bore scope in it, and what we discovered is cylinders 3 and 6 are completely trash. There's no saving this motor without a complete extensive overhaul where we'd have to bore out all the cylinders. So we were considering that. We were considering getting a 4 liter, but there's a Kubota V2403 sitting in the corner over there that I know will bolt into this. We're just gonna go ahead and diesel swap it. Oh yeah. Alright everyone, just real quick. So Jacob is going to be here in a couple hours after he gets off work to continue working on this. I'm going to try to surprise him and get this engine out in the next 3 hours. I think he gets off work in about 3 hours and it'll take him about half an hour to get here. So I have about 3.5 hours to try to pull this engine by myself. But I'm going to try to do it. Real quick, what I've done, or what I'm hoping to do, there are 2 bolts on the bell housing from the transmission to the engine that I just can't easily get to. So what I'm doing is lifting the engine. I'm going to go ahead and remove the motor mounts. Then I'm going to try lowering the engine inside the engine bay to see if that gives me enough room to get to the last 2 bolts that are holding this engine to the transmission. So fingers crossed this works. Alright, so Jacob showed up about 45 minutes earlier than I was expecting, but in a way that was a good thing. This is a very heavy engine, and as high as we had to just lift it, I had much more confidence with him here with the second set of eyes. I missed one of the ground straps, and with 2 people it was just much easier and quite frankly much safer to pull this engine. So what we're going to do now is clean up from all the mess I have made. So we're not going to film this. We'll be back in a little bit to continue work, but I want to clean the shop up first. So see you soon. A little bit more excitement than we were expecting, and we made a complete and utter mess everywhere, which we will clean up later. It's actually pretty late in the evening at this point, so we're going to just hit this head on tomorrow. Hey everyone, it's been a hot minute since we have been working on this. The last time you saw it earlier in this video, we had just gotten the engine out, and then it was, I believe, what, Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. So yeah. we both have families, we both got really busy. But we're back at it. We've kind of cleaned everything out. We pulled out the Kubota V2403, which I am super happy to see that it is not going to be living in a corner of my shop. So what we're going to do right now is take off a couple of things on it. We're not running the water tank. This is actually going to be air-to-air intercooled. We're not doing a water-to-air setup, which I think actually kind of hurt me on this motor. And we also have to take the adapter off because that is for a Ford 6R80. And I have the original Jeep 4-liter adapter, so we are going to install that. I have the crankshaft adapter here somewhere. We are not going to be installing it right now, but we are going to pull off the current crankshaft adapter because you have to use a bolt style pulley puller for it, and it's just going to be easier to take that off with it outside of it. So with all of that said, we're going to get to work. This is exciting. It went in surprisingly well. So I did design those motor mounts to go one way, and we just put them on backwards. And we never marked them. I never marked passenger side, driver side. So that was a minor thing. But it fits, and more surprisingly, the hood actually closes, but we are going to go ahead and do a body lift because I'm really worried about the AW4 automatic hitting the tub, which actually brings us to, that is going to be the driveline. So we are mimicking the original driveline that I put in my rig, except we're not using an early style AW4, we're using a later style, so it has a better overdrive of 0.75, and we are not using the low stall torque converter. I have a heavy duty torque converter, but not a low stall, so that should also let it slip a little bit more, which means we're not putting so much load on the engine, which means we shouldn't have as high EGTs. So between the better overdrive and the better torque converter, oh, and we are not doing water-to-air intercooling. We're doing an air-to-air intercooler in the front. So between all that, this should work perfectly. But so far, it's coming along very quickly. I mean, we are ecstatic about this right now. Yeah. But yeah, you're going to see us probably bouncing videos between me working on my orange Wrangler with the TDI, and then we'll be working on Jacob's YJ with the Kubota whenever he has time to come over and work on it. But anyway, that's all we have. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.